This fight brought to you by Brisbane City Lawyers. Queensland, let's bring the noise. Here we go. 5 by 3-minute rounds in the Bantamweight division. This fight is a rematch, and they will be fighting for the Eruption Bantamweight title. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Brodie Stalder out of Team Stalder Muay Thai, an official weight of 52.5 kilograms, a record of 77 fights, 46 wins, 26 losses and 4 draws, 21 wins coming by knockout, fighting out of the Sunshine Coast. Ladies and gentlemen, Brodie Stalder! And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Ben Johnson, out of the Fight Centre, with an official weight of 52.8 kilograms. 31 fights, 20 wins, 1 draw. 9 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Capalaba, right here in Queensland. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey the Nightmare Nicholson!
Big support.
Both fighters, white crew round. This is your co-main event of the evening.
Well,
round 1.
Formalities done. The rematch that is much talked about, Stalder versus Nicholson, is underway, folks. Brodie Stalder and Nicholson, as you said, Daddy Cool, they met before, and there was a knockdown apiece, and it was just crazy the last fight. Will this one be the same?
Yeah, I definitely think it will. You know, contrasted styles here. Corey, he's very kickboxing style. He'll bounce around. He doesn't mind copping kicks to get the punch. Brodie on the other style, as he just gets a Mickey flip there. Very tight style, very precise in his actions, as we see with that leg kick. So, yeah, this has got a cracker written all over it.
Well, certainly Stalder, wealth of experience. He's been there, done that many times. But he's looking for redemption here. He's looking to make a statement, and you know, against a young gun. Nicholson, of course, with Michael Tomahawk Thompson, Dan Bell, and what a team that are training him up as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's the real deal. Very, very tough, and got a great will to win. So yeah, this is a good one.
Stalder now just taking his time, working that hook nicely on the turn. Nicholson trying to find something, trying to create something, bouncing up on the balls of the feet.
Yeah, he's very mobile, Nicholson, and Brodie will just be trying to catch him on the way in. He's got very powerful kicks, punches, Brodie, so look for that body shot as well.
Another fight, orthodox versus southpaw, so opposing stances. The strategy in the game changes a little when you're in this situation, Daddy Cool.
Yeah, definitely. But you know, they've stood toe to toe for 5 rounds last time, so they've done their homework on each other. As you see, good defence with Brodie blocking the kicks and then returning kicks of his own. So a little bit more composed than the last time they met is Brodie Stalder, but yeah, he's looking for redemption.
Oh, step up elbow, step through elbow there from Nicholson. They clinch up, dig deep, get their vertical base solid. Then they'll look to work the knees like that, and then transition to the elbows or look for the takedowns in the clinch. Drops the weight into the legs, does Nicholson. Shuts down the clinch, they break. Big thanks to Brisbane City Lawyers for getting behind this one. And, all the great fights tonight on Eruption Muay Thai. Paul Demicoli and the team doing a sensational job. Absolutely capacity house here, filled. Great night of action so far, and this fight is just continuing on that trend. It was an arm wrestle, that one. Round number 2, here we go. Mark Castagnini with Dane Daddy Cool calling the shots. Stalder versus Nicholson, the rematch. First round, real feeling out process. Second round, they're going to look to open up a little bit more. Someone wants to stamp their dominance on this one. Stalder turning hook on the back foot. Again, comes straight through with that straight left hand.
Oh, nice right hand there by Brodie. You can see both boys just gauging the distance with that front hand. They're touching each other's hands and then coming into attack. So this is a real chess battle, this one.
Stalder letting that big left kick go. Smashing the inside thigh goes Nicholson. And he has got the height and reach advantage. 21 years of age, Nicholson. Oh, the big body kick answered with the big clubbing left hand from Stalder.
Yeah, he's mixing it up well on the outside, Corey. He knows that he's got to be wary of the power of Brodie's punches as he's coming in, so he's mixing it up with the low kicks, high kicks. It's good to watch.
Just a nice fluent footwork as well from Nicholson. He just on the balls of his feet, not being a sitting target, keeps mobile. In turn, Stalder just stalking forward. Great evasion, slips the punch, answers with a kick.
Yeah, beautiful.
Chops low. Just solid techniques in response to Nicholson's attacks from Stalder. Nice check, Nicholson. Turning hook attempt, Stalder. They clinch up. Let's see who'll get the foot base positioning right.
Big slap knee there on the backside.
Just one to go on with. Lost his footing, Nicholson. As both fighters jostle for front foot position, because obviously in an opposing stance fight, the front foot positioning is paramount. So they're both trying to get that front foot placed right in order to fire the back power.
Yeah, we're seeing Brodie try to upset his flow in with that left hook. I'd like to see him come back with the right hand. He's caught him a couple of times, as we just see then.
Blocks the kick.
Big knee. Yeah, he's got some dynamite in those hands, Brodie. So if he can string a few punches together, it might catch Corey off guard and be all over. Big left.
Big turning hooks from Stalder.
And he's in southpaw now too, so.
I reckon I've been commentating Stalder since he was about 18 years old.
Yeah,
and he's like a fine bottle of wine, this bloke. He gets better as it goes along, Brodie Stalder.
Definitely. He's been fighting since before I was around. I was just coming on, and he was a 15-year-old kid, which was very, very young at that time, and he's outlasted me.
Round 3.
Third of 5. Nicholson versus Stalder. Nicholson in the red, Stalder blue. For those of you at home watching how you're scoring this one, just touching gloves. Reason for that is just to get their range.
Yeah, and it's interesting, Brodie's gone into southpaw, come straight out into southpaw. He had some success last round with it, so he's decided to stick to it. And
it really is a mark of experience that he's able to switch, obviously, from orthodox to southpaw, Stalder.
Yeah, he's a very underrated fighter his whole career, in my opinion.
But I'm wondering why he switched. Potentially he might have an injury. Sometimes fighters switch to protect a particular part of their leg or body. Or he may just want to be doing something to confound Nicholson and just throw his thought process out by switching stance as well.
Yeah, he's a very skilled fighter, so I'm not sure if he would be injured. I think he's very skilled, so orthodox southpaw, it doesn't matter how he's standing.
Again, they measure up. Nicholson trying to attack the back leg. Stalder throws that big left. Backs up to give himself room. Tries to draw Nicholson, and then it really is a counter-fighting game that Stalder's playing here at Daddy Call.
Yeah, both boys
there you go.
Very calculated with their attacks.
Chops out the supporting leg, does Stalder.
Oh, big, nice knee there. And again.
And again.
The Nightmare, like I said, is the Nightmare for a reason. He will never stop.
And you've got to think, having the likes of Michael Tomahawk Thompson as a training partner, he's going to be, trained hard and pushed the whole way. Well prepared for this one.
Yeah.
Nicholson now bringing the heat with Stalder.
Definitely picking up the pace in this round. is Corey, and a nice little evasion. Come back with his own counter punch there. As Brodie lets an elbow of his own go.
Yeah, better round for Nicholson this one. And he's still bouncing on the balls of his feet, testament to his fitness and his prep. Third round in, and he's still looking fresh as a daisy.
Yeah, he mixes it up with a few boxing fights as well, Corey. Always keep him busy. So that's great footwork and great head movement.
That's that boxing footwork you're seeing there, just bouncing up on the balls of the feet. But he does plant when he throws as well. So he's got a good adaptation and he's got a good power weight transfer.
Nice little block of the knee from Brodie there. It's the small little things that get me excited, Hammer.
And again, round kick from Nicholson.
And the crowd's really starting to get involved with this one. Corey's home turf. There's a lot from the Sunshine Coast here tonight.
Yep. Two rounds to go in this championship bout. Will it be the ever mobile and busy Corey Nightmare Nicholson, or will it be the experienced veteran Brodie Stalder? 2 rounds to go, and these are really the impressionable rounds now, aren't they? These are really the defining rounds. It takes down Stalder, does Nicholson. That'll score well for him.
Yeah, no, very well done. I think once again, I'd like to see Brodie get a bit more busy with his boxing and take some of those big, powerful punches to the body. Try and slow Corey down a bit because he's getting on the balls of his feet, bouncing in and out, and scoring some nice shots.
Oh, nice again with Stalder just rolling those hooks over well. But Nicholson's now almost aware of it, so he's sort of faking and trying to draw the hook and counter.
Yeah, that's right, and that's why I would have liked a nice jumping knee there from Nicholson.
Knee, big shots on the outside. The busier of the two is certainly Nicholson at this point. What does Brodie Stalder have to do? What can he do that he could?
Yeah, like I said, I want him to get a bit more aggressive with his punches, not just the one big hook, follow through, maybe no more than 3 or 4 punches and finish on the leg just to slow him down a bit. He's very mobile and he's getting very confident, so he's got to change up his game here, Brodie.
Just busy is Corey Nicholson, and he finished that last round very confidently, and he's stepped up into this round with renewed vigour. In turn, Stalder seems to just slowed that little bit. I want to see him up his work rate, push forward, because it is Nicholson that is continually sort of going forward as well.
That's right, and Nick, this is Nicholson. He's the Brizzy boy. He's got a very big following here, and he wants to prove that it wasn't an accident. It was a bit of an upset when he won last time, but it was a great fight, and he's very tough and very fit. So he wants to prove that it's not an accident, and I think he's doing that now.
Well, definitely the Fight Centre in Brisbane, Dan Bell and the team in the corner.
Once again, jumping the sweeping leg. It's the little things that I love, Hammer.
Little things, little things. Round kick, have a look at the mobility of Nicholson. Jumping knees, into the body he goes. Stalder though, tough.
And just locks up Brodie's legs there so he can't knee. Great little technique. He's starting to run away with it, Hammer, in this round.
It's just that constant work rate, mobility, shots from angles. He's just a ball of energy, Corey Nicholson, and that's making it a hard night at the office, this rematch for Brodie Stalder.
And straight away, Hammer, Corey just, big knee again, straight on him. He wants this last round. We've got him unofficially up. Would you agree, Hammer?
Yeah, 5th and final round, and it is just the high work rate and just dynamic technique of Nicholson that is giving him the heads up here. It's giving him the edge.
Yeah.
Stalder always tough. But Nicholson it's that superior work rate and mobility. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, and he's growing with confidence. He's growing with every second that keeps going. He's trying the jumping knees. He tried a little back elbow there before, so he's just growing with confidence.
He's lost his footing. The step through downward elbow. Nice work from Stalder to slip under it. Lost his footing a little. But the counter-fighting strategy, I don't think has paid the dividends he thought it would.
No, well, the thing is, if it's not working, you've got to try something new. You've only got 3 minutes each round to figure your opponent out, analyse them, and take them apart. So Corey's stuck to his game plan, and it's working. So
I think the best version of Brodie Stalder is the version that is going forward, in your face, attacking with those low kicks.
Yeah, I'd agree 100%.
Maybe just overthinking it a little, and that's giving Corey Nicholson the edge.
Yeah,
he's a young guy on the up, so take nothing away from Nicholson.
Yeah, and Brodie's still on that southpaw stance, so he may be carrying an injury. You never know, but he's going to have to pull a Hail Mary out, in my opinion, Hammer.
Yeah, definitely. He's got to get him just traded up, throw those big bombs that he's renowned for. Stalder. He's been doing this a long time, Daddy Cool, as well. So,
Oh, beautiful elbow. Beautiful.
Just gets caught. Stalder. It was still a fight. And that one's just going to turn it on its head now, Daddy Cool. And Corey Nightmare Nicholson now.
He's going to come out.
Got this one by the throat.
Beautiful jumping knee.
Into elbows goes Nicholson. Turning the pressure right up now, Corey Nicholson.
And Brodie's just got to throw no caution into the wind and just start swinging, in my opinion.
Yeah, Stalder's just got to let it all go. But he was well rattled by that last shot.
Final 30 seconds.
He's in the fog potentially, still a little. Final moments, he's got to let it all go, Stalder. Does he have anything left? Nicholson, just continual barrages of attacks. Kicks, punches, knees, elbows, it's all coming and it's all working. Corey the Nightmare Nicholson.
Final 10 seconds of this last round, Hammer, and the Nightmare is just relentless with his pressure.
Slips out. There it is. 5 rounds, non-stop action, eruption, semi-main event. Nicholson Stalder certainly delivered, Daddy Cool.
Definitely, that's a very dominant performance there by Corey Nicholson. He had a point to prove. Wasn't an accident last time, and he's proved that point. Very, very well done to the Fight Centre and Corey and Nightmare Nicholson.
Well, Nicholson, what a future ahead for this young man. Absolute sensation. And he hasn't just beaten, if he has beaten someone tonight, he's beaten an Aussie legend, Brodie Stalder. This one's going to go to the judges, but for us, it was a good performance, dominant performance from the Nightmare Nicholson. And he got that knockdown, and that certainly would have sealed the fate.
Definitely.
For Brodie Stalder, potentially.
Great skill shown. I hope they show the replay, because he lifts his leg, pulls the guard down, and just drives in the elbow. Very, very well timed, and no accident. So great work from Corey Nicholson, and we'll see these guys probably go again. There's not many guys at this weight in Queensland at the moment at this calibre. So, they'll get straight back into it.
Well, definitely Corey Nicholson, a fighter to look out for, and a dynamic fighter, crowd pleaser, as is Brodie Stalder. He's had a long years of service. Was given Australian Muay Thai, and you've always got to appreciate the legends. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Just got caught. The slimmest of margins. It only takes a millimetre, and that was all it took for Corey Nicholson to land the dominant shot there.
After 5 rounds of action, we've gone to the judges' scorecards. Your 3 judges score the contest 49-46, 48-46, and 48-46, declaring your winner via unanimous points decision. And new Eruption Bantamweight champion, red corner, Corey the Nightmare Nicholson!
The young gun, Corey Nightmare Nicholson, gets the win, gets the hardware.